Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me here with a new bunny hat today to talk about Matsuricon, the recent anime convention I went to. I thought it would be fun to just do a video talking about it and about some of the things that I did there, I guess, and some of the things that I enjoyed, and showing off that that's my cat. Um, just talking about it in general because I thought it'd be fun, something interesting for the channel. Um, so yeah, the con I went to this past weekend, it was the 16th, 17th, 18th. Today was the last day. We went Friday and Saturday. Um, I need to stop gesturing with my hands. Anyway, I'm very bad about that. I even do that in my gameplay videos, like God. Also, yeah, don't ask what this is. This is a very bad attempt to have a backdrop. Someday we'll look like we're moderately, trying to be something. But for now, this is what we're dealing with. With this over there. We've got Leighton here, and that's something. But just ignore everything else. Um. So yeah, it's Matsuricon is just means what you guess. It's basically aimed at mainly games and anime and stuff. But I mean, like obviously, like any con, there's always tons of different stuff you see there. Like I pretty much can't go to any con without seeing at least one person being Sherlock or something like, or Doctor Who or something like that. Um, so yeah, I guess just to say about the con itself is it's in Columbus, Ohio, and if you live anywhere in the, anywhere around that would be easy to get to it, I highly suggest it. It's at the Greater Columbus Convention Center, and that place itself is just it's really nice. Like I mean, I know there's another con that goes on near me in Sandusky, Ohio called Colossal Con, and pretty much all my friends have kind of converted to it at this point, but it's pretty much like 2.5, 3 hours away from me, and like obviously I'm not gonna go myself, and like my family doesn't have any major interest in go. You know what I mean? Like if I really talked to them about it, maybe I would. But like I just have fun going to these, and I know Colossal Con, as you could guess by the. Just, he does that. It's okay. He can't do anything back there. He can't harm anything. So he'll peek his head out in a minute. It'll be cute. Yeah, there he goes. What you doing, kid? Come on, Kit Kat. He's got to ruin the video somehow. Or I don't know if you'd consider it enhancing or ruining. Kit Kat, why don't you come over here and talk about the animes? No, I don't think he wants to. But anyway, so it's just really nice con. Like it's the thing I like about it is that it's smaller. I mean it's not because I mean I've been to a con that's like on its first year and like nothing happens pretty much at it. You know, it's not like I don't really like ones that small, which I mean, it's always nice to go to ones like that to get them started, but like, because everyone starts somewhere. But it's definitely established at this point. There's a lot of things that go on there, and there's a lot of people, I should say, that go, and they get a lot of big name voice actors and stuff that go there, and it's pretty neat. So, but we'll get to that in a bit. Um, Sorry if you hear that. My cat's, whenever I decide to do something is when my cat decides whenever I decide to do something or whenever I decide to sleep, the cat, that's when he starts, being alive, I guess. But, so yeah, I got, you'll definitely see throughout this, probably from this point on to whenever I'm done, um, I got some pretty good pictures. Usually when I go to cons, I get probably around 20 photos, like, because when I'm just like, it's just, I'm not one of those people that likes to, like, if I see someone off in the distance, I don't like to just make a mad dash for them and, like, run at them yelling, and I don't like to do that, so, like, I generally get people, like, ask them for pictures, like, if I'm walking by them and, like, it's not inconveniencing, or in my eyes, or something like that, and sometimes I just don't think to take out my phone, like, I'm really bad about that, but yeah, I will be putting through here probably on this side, so we don't want to cover Leighton. That'd be disrespectful. Um, on this side, there'll be definitely showing the photos I got. There are a few photos I have though that do have like some stories behind them, so I'll say those. Um, one of so one of my favorite things that they had was in a section of the con, like off to the side in one of the hallways. They had a setup for two different like photo things, like or like photo setups so that you could like they were themed and anyone could go up at any time and like take pictures with it. Um, and one of the one I didn't know, the one I felt like I recognized, it looked I think it was something from a YouTube video. I just couldn't remember. Um, but the other they had two like podiums. I was calling them judge stands earlier. That sounds absolutely idiotic. That's not what they are. They're podiums. They had two podiums, and they had two signs on each side. One that said objection, and one that said take that. Obviously from Ace Attorney. And I was just like, oh yes, this is amazing. So it was funny because earlier that day I had seen a Phoenix Wright walking around, and I hadn't like got a chance to like ask him for a picture or anything. And as like I asked my sister, I'm like, Cameron, take a picture of just me on the objection side, like pointing or whatever, you know. So she took some pictures of me. And as I'm taking these pictures, standing at like the objection side of the podium, that Phoenix Wright that I saw earlier comes walking by, and I'm just like I didn't he was close enough that like he saw and he was like, whoa, and he started coming our way. And I was like, hey, will you pose with me? And so I got some pictures of me as Claire Folly um doing the thing, and it was really fun. Like I love those pictures. Like it's probably my favorite con pictures I've taken in years. Like I loved that so much. And it was neat because I just played Ace Attorney 1 and 2 in like just recently actually. So it was cool that they were there this year because it actually like kind of meant something to me this time. Or you know, it meant something to me. Um One thing I want to mention, like the cosplays, I think that I think the reason this made such an impression on me is because I'm actually in the middle of watching it right now, and because I saw three different ones. Um, I'm actually in the middle of watching part 4 of JoJo right now, and the cat's looking at me like he's about to do something. Don't look at me like that. He was looking like he was gonna jump up here, like onto the table I'm using. Um, but like, so there's a Joseph, an old Joseph from part 3 that I saw him last year, and I got a picture of just him. And this year, I got a picture of me with him because I was like, oh well, if I saw him. So I think this guy just plays like cosplays old Joseph every year, and he does like a great. He's one of those people that he like gets into the role, and it's really amusing. Like, um, he's someone who he just like because there's plenty of cosplayers that do that. That you can see them like consistently every year doing like the same one. It's pretty interesting. Um, but I got a picture with him, and then later when I was in the food court, I saw another old Joseph. Um, and he was basically the same level of him. I didn't get a picture of him sadly. I was like in line for food at this point, and I told him like I liked um his like his cosplay. He had purple he was using pipe cleaners for to make hermit purple like around his arm, and I thought that I was like that's really cool. So then not long after that I found another old Joseph who took it even a step further and had hermit purple on both arms, but it was like purple, probably like Halloween or whatever, just LED like lights wrapped around his arm. I didn't even pay attention to where they were going into to actually light up, but it was like awesome. So like that's like the top cosplays that I remember just because I literally saw them in gradual order. Like they just kept getting more elaborate. And, like all of them were great though, but like those are probably my favorite ones. There was a really good Zant from Zelda, Twilight Princess. I didn't get a picture of him sadly because that was another one that I saw in the food court. And I didn't get a chance. But yeah, and obviously you'll see the pictures of some of the because sometimes like with the Katamari one, um I mainly took it for Andrew, my husband, because I've watched him play Katamari, Katamari Damacy. I've never actually played it myself. It looks fun. It's one of those things I'll probably play someday, but I took that for him. I found an Otacon and a Snake that were really awesome. It was funny because I saw Otacon before I saw Snake, and I just knew he was being Otacon. Like I thought he even pretty like looked kind of like how he does. But I just before I even saw Snake, I was like, oh my god, it's an Otacon. Like I loved that. Like Otacon's one of my favorite characters in MGS next to Raiden. This was actually the first year too that I actually like met people. So like last year I remembered like talking to a few people, like positive like having positive interactions with a few people. But this year I actually like talked to people enough that I like got I got like 5 different people's like Instagrams. Which is really cool. Like um one girl I talked to because I was funny because I saw her I don't know if it was her husband or boyfriend. I'm pretty sure they were, a couple though. Um I saw him first. He had like a little thing on. He had like Pom Pom Purin ears, the Sanrio character. I was like, oh, that's cute because he was wearing like a casual outfit, but then he had like the ears and he was like doing like the whole like aesthetic look of to go with Pom Pom Purin, and he had like a plush. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I saw her, and she was being Hello Kitty, like the same kind of thing where it was casual but with the aesthetic and then like the ears. And I got her Twitter, but they were really nice. And then two girls. There was also a guy too, but the only reason I didn't get his is because he said he only used Snapchat and TikTok, and those are like two of the only social media platforms I don't use. So rest in peace. He was really nice too. There was a guy. It was basically a guy and two girls that I talked to for like 2 hours in line. When I was in line to meet Quentin Flynn, which we'll get to that in a minute too. They were really nice. And then towards the end of our day I almost said last year. Towards the end of our day yesterday, me and my sister were sitting and watching some K-pop dancers that were really good, by the way. Um, and these two girls, because my sister had on her BTS headband, and then two girls that were also watching them that also had BTS headbands. It was funny because we were looking at them and like talking about like, oh look, they have the headbands, and like they came over and were like, hey, can we sit with you and talk to you? And we're like, yeah, and like it was just funny because at the probably about the same moment they said how they were also looking at us and like, you know, talking about how she had a headband and stuff like that too. But they were really nice as well, and I got their Instagrams too. So, I can't remember the Instagram names at this time, but like if you see this, because I'll be posting this on Instagram, just know it was neat meeting like people and really talking to people and stuff like that. So just know that will leave like a lasting impression on me, and I hope maybe we can talk on Instagram, or I'll definitely like look at your keep looking at your posts and stuff like that. Um, I guess I have. I need to make it less obvious that I'm looking down at notes to like, what else would I be doing other than that? Um, so before we get to the final, the finale, which is the merch that I got, oh, okay, so I guess I'll tell the story. This is the what my other favorite like event that happened that was amazing to me. Like it was just something so coincidental and crazy. So at the con this year, there was a trend going on that was pretty interesting, and I don't know if it was just this specific one, because apparently there's something going on where. So I'll go ahead and show you. So you have your badge, you have your attendee badge, and got the glare, and as you can see, I have this on the bottom, and I'm just gonna keep it on there, but like it's too. I probably should have put it on going the other way, but whatever. Um, as you can see, it has the Layton logo. It says 50 Picarettes. And so it was a thing that certain people that printed got these themselves and stuff. And certain vendors, like it was a scavenger hunt. It was part of a scavenger hunt where you're supposed to find people that had these, and like at the end of the weekend, whoever had the most of these, like, or no, if you had more than 50, you got like a special ribbon or something. It was just for fun. Um, but it was funny because like I saw some people and I was like, I would like to have at least one, just one to be like, haha, I was involved in some way. And we were in the food court and this girl cosplaying Layton came in and my sister was like, oh look, and I was like, oh wow, I'm like, so I went and talked to her and got a picture and everything, which that'll be right here. She was really nice, and it was just funny because she was like, she picked up, she had like a binder with her, like a brown binder, and she held it with her for the picture. And I thought it was just, something like that. And she's like, "Hey, you want to do my challenge for ribbon?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah." And it was so cool because she actually had printed out laminated cards that on the back it was like a cream color that had the Layton logo, and she's like, pick a puzzle. And so the cards, obviously, on the other side had actual puzzles from the game, like printed out, like screenshots of the puzzles in the game, and you just had to get the puzzle right. Because it was ones that were like a question or something, not like one of the ones you had, obviously. Um, and yeah, and that's how you got this, and it was amazing, and I just think it's hilarious that the one like thing I got was Layton themed. Like it just means like this is beautiful to me. Like it made my day. So that was great. So that was just such a neat coincidence that happened to be the one that I ran. And it was funny because I almost didn't go talk to her. I didn't almost because it was in the food court, and like and she was sitting and we were sitting and like she hadn't started eating yet, but it was just like I went up to go throw something away and I was like, I'm just gonna go say hi because she had like her hat was really good. Like that's like one of my biggest like pet peeves with like no shade or anything. It's just like a lot of latent cosplays I see, which there's not even that many to begin with that I see. Like the hats will always be not that amazing looking, and hers was really nice. It was just it was one of the better ones I've seen. And that was like the main thing I went and complimented her. I was like, oh, I love your hat and everything. It looks great. But anyway, so now to close this out, I'll show you the worthless garbage that I got because that's like 70% of the fun. Is just driving an hour and paying money to go get and I'll talk about Quentin Flynn. Duh. Okay, so we can make these last few minutes really count. Okay, so first thing I got. Now I'm not like I like it's just funny because I always like I don't think the anime like the masks are like cringy. Like I never really felt they were cringy, but it was just always something like I never envisioned myself ever getting one because when you think of them, you always think of them going with like not Lolita, but like more of the people that are like seriously like dressing up. And they had ones that were just complete for the lulz, and like they had ones that had woo woo and like cute little text faces on them to like put over. But obviously, there was no way I could not. There was no way I could not get your waifu is trash. Like this is just top tier meme. So this will definitely be something that either reappears on the channel. Like I mean, it's I can take this again to the con next year. Same with this hat. This hat is gonna be used on the channel, so get used to it. Like you're just gonna see me doing let's plays, doing playthroughs, just just like this. So they have double uses. We can use it for fun things like that, and also to take back to the con. And this I have a whole idea for an outfit, but anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. So about that. That I'm just honestly keeping. I actually don't know where I want to keep this. Whatever. So yeah, we showed. One of the things I got from the artist alley, which is just the artist selling things like um, got this beautiful button of papyrus. It was like I saw a few Undertale things, but this is one of the few. Like this is like the only papyrus specific things, and papyrus is like a favorite character of mine, not just from Undertale, but like a favorite character in general. So I had to get that. Um, this was something I didn't expect to find. I've seen this online before, and I swear I paid 15 for this, and I still paid less than what it would be online. Like, let's just say that. I got, one of the mini plushies from the Layton anime of Catriel. And it is so precious, like, I love it. Like, and I love the little, it has like a little charm. Has a felt version of the charms. It has the magnifying glass. But yeah, I love this. I was so happy that I found this. I just didn't expect to find anything Layton related. But so now Layton has, now Layton has his little babby, like, perfect size. perfect size for baby Leighton roleplay. Okay. Next, so my sister got got bracelets from this person first. It was one of these people doing like a bunch of these pastel like necklaces and bracelets, and she got a few, and I decided to get a couple because I really liked them. And they're very like durable too. Like the whatever elastic, you know what I mean. Whatever material she used to make they don't stretch really. They don't feel like they're gonna just stretch and break immediately. So I'm gonna try to take good care of them. Here's the other one. Got this one that's like these, I mean, you can see it, these beads that are rainbow and it has the hearts. I really like it. And me and my sister next year, this links to the hat, because I thought of that too. We're planning on doing, like a fair, I think, like Lolita pastel type deal, and I want to work, like, I already have a pink frilly skirt, and I want to, like, work it into this, and, like, I got these for that too. Like, I'll wear these like every day too, like just on and off in daily life because they're just cute bracelets. Um, but I definitely have like an outfit planned I want to do. So this I'm gonna get into this artist. I can't take it out because it's in my Eda bag. I don't think you'll be able to see it very well. You can just at least see it. I got a button of Satsuki from this one girl. And then I noticed I bought 3 things from the same girl. I noticed that, and then I noticed her keychains, and look at this freaking adorable Hyrule Warriors link. Like, and look at the cute, like, star, like, keychain part. Like, I love it so much. And this was only $5. Like, it's pretty good, and it's, like, pretty good quality, too. From the same girl, like, after I bought that, I noticed her actual art prints, and like, I was just so happy. Like, I love her cute art anyway, and I had not seen anything of the show, like, ever. It's an older anime called Tokyo Mew Mew. It's an older magical girl show that you can probably tell. Oh god, there you go. I just want you guys to be able to see the cute art style without the complete glare. But yeah, it's like, because I've still got it. I'm gonna keep it in the plastic sleeve. I'll probably, like, when I hang it up, I'm gonna fold it like this and hang, because I don't want to take it out. But and this was only 10. Like, her stuff was priced so modestly, and I love, like, her art is just so cute, and definitely followed her on Instagram too. Like, I love her stuff. It's so sweet, and I'm so happy that, like, I found something. She had a cute one of Midna too, but it was just like, I have nothing. I don't really have anything of this show, and I was just like, that is so sweet, and it fits with the show, like, really well. So, um, so the hat was this that I'm about to show you in the hat is like the biggest thing that I got. Before we move on to that, the, I like when I saw people, because I knew I had to have this hat when I saw people with them. So yeah, I just love this, and it's funny because I didn't even know that the like so it's got 3. I personally like it when it's just on, but like, and they're different colors too. You can't really see it that well. You can see it against my hair, kind of. Um, okay. If I make any weird faces, it's because I forgot to turn my hallway light on. My hallway's just dark, and I heard like a noise. I think it's just my cat though. Don't worry, I'll live. Um, so finally, actually I lied. Not finally, I got this of Norman from The Promised Neverland, one of me and my sister's favorite newer shows. I had been wanting one of these adorable lying down plushies anyway, and I just hadn't seen any characters of them that I wanted. Like, most of these are like Love Live and stuff, and like, I don't hate Love Live, but I've never seen it. I love how this looks. I love the face, the hair, and everything. Truly and he's even got the number on the bottom there, and like, see all the little details. He's got little shoesies and shirt. Yeah, I love this. Like, this was the biggest thing that I got. That's the most expensive thing I got. Um, so finally, I'm not lying this time. This is my signed. Oh, the glare's gonna be. Oh no, okay. This is my signed drawing from Quentin Flynn, who is the voice of Raiden from Metal Gear Solid. And like I don't have a whole lot to say about that. Like he was really nice. Like I want to say that. Like it was just it was one of those things where we were kind of rushed because like it just kind of went like that. We were already kind of rushed because of how many people were there. It wasn't because that's the thing how they did it. I know why they do it to kind of like make things less complicated, but that's the problem is so many people show up. Is he was technically in a room with a signing with other people too. So it was a signing for multiple people. Once you got in the room, you would go to who you want, and it just it was just a kind of a slow process. But the staff did the best they could. Like they can't help it that there's going to be that many people like showing up. But he was really nice. He really liked my art, and I thought, and like he said some nice stuff about my artwork and everything, and basically just told him how much I love Raiden in the Metal Gear series, and like yeah, all that good stuff. Like I didn't want to, because there was already so many people out there waiting. I didn't want to be one of those people that just sits and sits and But anyway, so that was really nice. He was a really cool guy, and it was funny because I hadn't actually like I follow him on Instagram, but I've never actually watched any of his videos really, with sound anyway. And like I had never heard his resting voice. He just sounds like Raiden. Like not completely like obviously he's doing actual acting when he's, being Raiden for the voice lines, but I can tell, like when he talks, I'm like, oh, like, hello, Raiden. But anyway. So yeah, that was my experience this year pretty much. It was a nice time. Pretty much went as good as it always does. Like I've never had any like major issues at any of the cons I've gone to. Maybe that could be because I go to slightly smaller ones. I also don't go at night though. I know that sounds like shady AF, but like I mean, I don't know what the environment's like at night. I assume if you're in the main area, it's just as fine. Like I might find out next year because we're talking about actually staying in the hotel that's attached. So we'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, it's just really nice. Like you never hear of anything like maybe I'm ignorant, but like I never hear of anything that crazy going on, and the staff always does such a great job. Oh, before I go, I do want to thank the staff. I for the first time in my life left my phone, and it was so annoying because I pretty much left it like right before I left on Saturday. Like I left it on a bench basically because I remembered using my phone, getting up to go to my parents' car, and then I didn't have it. And like we were probably only in the car for about 2 minutes until I realized, and then like more than 5 minutes couldn't have passed with my phone not being with me. And someone at Lost and Found, like someone had already found it. Someone found it and either turned it in. I think a staff member found it because that's how it just got to them so quick. We called the phone, and one of the staff members answered and said, "Hey, this is Lost and Found. We have it." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, just so thank you for that. Like that was amazing in and of itself. Yeah. So I just want to, yeah, thank you to the staff. Like I know they have to put up with a lot because it's a lot of people, and like probably a lot of those people who do help out aren't used to doing events like that. So I understand it has to get stressful. So thank you to that. Thank you to them. So hope you enjoyed this. This was like 10 minutes longer. Probably actually 20 minutes longer. Every video I do is infinitely longer than what I think, but we'll probably try to trim it down a bit. I don't know, no promises though. I kind of suck. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Um, hope you got some form of entertainment out of this, and I will see you all next time. Bye.